Alright, let's dive into the fascinating world of Saturn in Synastry. Ever wondered why some relationships feel like a deep soul contract, filled with challenges and yet a profound sense of destiny? That's often the influence of Saturn at play. Today, we're unlocking the secrets of Saturn Synastry, exploring how this planet shapes our relationships and the opportunities for growth it presents. Buckle up, because understanding Saturn in Synastry can revolutionize how you approach love, commitment, and personal development. Now, let's get straight to it. Saturn in Synastry often introduces responsibility and structure into a relationship. It's like the universe handing you a blueprint, designed for learning and growth. This isn't always easy. Think of it like a relationship boot camp. You'll face challenges designed to help you evolve. For instance, let's say you're in a relationship where one person's Saturn conjuncts the other's ascendant. This can feel like the Saturn person acts as a teacher or authority figure, introducing rules or expectations. The ascendant person, on the other hand, might feel inhibited, like their self-expression is being curbed. Imagine a free-spirited artist finding themselves in a relationship with a highly structured accountant. The artist might feel pressured to conform to a more conventional lifestyle, while the accountant might see the artist's lifestyle as chaotic. But wait, there's a catch. This situation, though, can also offer a fantastic opportunity for each person to grow. The artist could learn the value of discipline and organization, while the accountant could loosen up, embracing spontaneity and creativity. This also shapes self-expression, impacts first impressions, and influences core identity. Now here's where it gets interesting. This dynamic goes far deeper than surface-level interactions. In some cases, it involves deep karmic roots. You might find yourselves drawn to each other for a reason you can't quite explain, like a sense of familiarity or a feeling of obligation, because it's designed for learning and growth. You might feel like you need to overcome obstacles, but doing so together can strengthen your relationship. Let's say one person has Saturn in the other person's 7th house. This often means a commitment to long-lasting relationships, even when there are deep-rooted issues to work through. It's not just about love, it's about shared responsibilities and commitment. This might mean financial burdens, joint projects, or simply the everyday grind of building a life together. What are your initial thoughts on your own relationships with Saturn in the mix? Let me know in the comments. Experience's limitations are common when dealing with Saturn. One of the most common problems is criticism and judgment. Imagine a situation where one person constantly criticizes the other's choices, making them feel trapped. This might lead to anxieties and fears being projected onto the other person. Consider a relationship where one person is overly controlling. The other partner might feel their freedom is restricted, their self-expression limited, or that they must make too many sacrifices. Does this resonate with anyone here? I recently received a comment on a similar video. My Saturn partner made me question everything about myself, they said. But, on the other hand, I'm more grounded because of them. Relationships can evolve in different ways, because, as we can see, there are opportunities to work through karma. How can you identify and work through the source of control? Now let's break down the practical steps to help you navigate the Saturn Synastry. Implement regular check-ins to discuss feelings and needs. Imagine scheduling a weekly State of the Union meeting to openly discuss your expectations and concerns, because open communication is a must. Establish written or verbal agreements regarding personal space and responsibilities. Like a contract you both create to build something great. Practice active listening and validate each other's emotions, even if they differ. You've got to acknowledge each other's feelings. You will both grow from it. The Saturn person might often feel like the teacher, but the ascendant person gets to flourish, because it is important to encourage exploration of passions and interests, because they can offer unconditional acceptance and validation. The Saturn person's job, then, becomes to identify the source of control and to practice letting go of small issues. These are both essential for growth. Now, let's not forget about creating a shared vision. One of the critical steps is to develop a shared vision for the future and create a list of shared values. This provides a guiding star for your relationship, offering something to aim for and work towards. Acknowledge and appreciate each other's strengths and contributions. When you each feel appreciated, you can build trust and respect. Then you can establish routines and schedules that accommodate individual needs and goals. This could be things like regular date nights, financial planning sessions, or even just dedicated time apart for personal pursuits. Speaking of personal pursuits, before we continue, let's have a look at how certain planet aspects impact the relationship. Sun aspects, Moon aspects, and Venus aspects are important to have in mind. Consider the person with Saturn. They may feel the need to take on more responsibility within the relationship. They might become more cautious about expressing emotions, or feel restricted in their self-expression. If you're the Saturn person, you might find yourself developing a more serious approach to commitments. You might become more disciplined and structured in your daily life, which can be beneficial if you let go of things that are out of your control. On the other hand, the Ascendant person could have a hard time when the relationship has been put under pressure. Now, this is important, but how do you deal with it? The active listening game can be useful. Shared journaling can help you understand each other, and appreciation time can strengthen your bond. You can also use meditation, journaling, and even individual therapy to deal with the difficulties in your life. Let's take the common issue of impatience. You might experience impatience, ego clashes, and difficulty with self-assertion, which can suppress the other person's independence. Here's the catch: learning to temper impulsivity, channel energy constructively, and develop healthy assertiveness can be your key. How many of you have experienced any of these things? Comment down below. I received another comment that says, "I felt so restricted by my Saturn partner, I was losing my mind." Now think about the flip side. You can also experience difficulty making decisions and fear of conflict, where a tendency to people please is involved. What do you think? The truth is the Saturn person's influence might lead to emotional distance. Now you might be asking yourself, how can you avoid this? That's why understanding is important. Teamwork and facing challenges together are key, because shared responsibilities, mutual respect, and commitment are critical elements to the foundation of your relationship. But what if you want to go even deeper? You can go further by applying techniques for conflict resolution. Let's say you start to experience control issues, which can lead to emotional coldness or distance, and a sense of being weighed down by responsibility. If you have this, then you must work through the issues. What do you do then? Alright, that wraps up our exploration of Saturn synastry. Remember, Saturn in relationships isn't always easy. The challenges it presents are designed to help you grow. By understanding these dynamics, you can navigate the ups and downs with grace and build a relationship that's not only enduring but also deeply fulfilling. The next time you're dealing with Saturn, remember that there's a profound opportunity for growth, and if you go through it together, the bond becomes much stronger. I hope this video has helped you to develop a better relationship with the person you are in a relationship with. Do you want more videos like this? Then make sure to subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell, so you won't miss any of my future videos on astrology. I also want you to support the channel by commenting down below your thoughts about these aspects.